Good morning and welcome to Church at Home with Rachael for Friday, the 14th of January. I apologize, it's a bit late this morning. I've had a really bad head cold for the past couple of days and spent most of it laying horizontal, drinking tea and eating chicken soup. Wednesdays and Thursdays editions were pre-recorded. I think I must have had a sense that something was going to happen. But I didn't think to record today, so here we go. I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about self-care. In the clergy world, there's a lot of discussion about the importance of clergy self-care, that the recognition that we spend a lot of our time taking care of other people, making sure that Sundays happen in meetings and vestries and all those things that happen in church. A lot of it's behind the scenes and people don't see just how much goes on. And if we're doing a good job, and I don't mean this to sound arrogant or something, but if we're doing a good job as a priest, quite often we might look like a duck, sort of floating along on the river, on the water, where we look very calm, but underneath our feet are going like crazy because there's a lot that's going on all at once. And that's just the nature of the job. I think the same thing about a doctor or a lawyer or anybody else. You don't want to see them frazzled. You want to see them looking calm. But there's 1,000 things they're always thinking about and doing all the time. It's the way it is for most people. Parents, mothers, fathers, bankers, tow truck drivers, everything. Whoever you're dealing with, you want them to see you calm and feel that you have everything under control. The reality is sometimes you don't. So we all need self-care, not just clergy. Sorry, I'm in that phase now where the hot and cold flashes are coming and the sore throat's kicking in. So this might be short today. For self-care, though, for the individual, for the average person, everybody, clergy or otherwise, means we need to take a look at what we're doing and be realistic about what can get done and what we can do right now with the energy and the skill sets and the resources that we have. There are times when people plow through. Moms do it, fathers do it, stay-at-home parents do it all the time, where, the kids are sick, but that means they need more attention than ever, and they need their meals, and maybe different meals, and the homework still has to get done, especially with all the online stuff. And the parent still has to do all of the things that would normally happen when the kids were at school. When, the laundry's got to get done, the house got to get clean, meals have to be made, groceries are picked up, running to and forth from lessons and all that stuff. So that I think that almost every parent can understand what I'm talking about, that we need to have ways to take care of ourselves. We need to set aside time every day for just, whether it's to have a cup of coffee and read a book, call a friend, email someone, put on your soap opera, something where there's nobody asking anything of you. The only thing that's being asked of you is to relax and just be. And I think probably there's a lot of you out there who are a lot like me, that we play good lip service to self-care, and we're good at telling other people to take care of themselves and to do what they need to do to be healthy mentally and physically. But when it comes right down to it, we aren't so great at doing it ourselves. And I've noticed that over the years, I'm not real good at that. I have my to-do wall. I use Postit notes to put up everything that needs to be done in a week, and I parse them out through Monday, through Thursday or Friday, and sometimes Saturday and Sunday as well, to figure out what has to get done. And then if I get the day's work done and I've got a little time left over, I chip away at what happens to happen later in the week. And I've also got part of my to-do wall is a whole pile of Post-it notes of these things that, need to get done eventually, that if I ever have time, I can pick away at those. So I don't recognize that when I get all of my to-do list done for the day, that maybe that's a good time to stop. That maybe I should just relax and hang out with my husband or, do something else. Because the fact is that when Rob goes into the garage to work, or if he's working late or has a duty call, I am more often going to go and check out what else can be done on my to-do wall than I am to just sort of say, okay, I have an evening to myself. I'm going to have a hot bath, or I'm going to watch a movie I haven't watched in a while, or something like that. And I think that that's what I've done over Christmas. I worked hard. I did a lot of work, which is good, was necessary. We went to Jasper for a few days, but the whole time I was probably thinking about all the stuff that had to get done. Some stuff happened when I came back that had to be dealt with immediately, and that's all good. And I love what I do, so there's no resentment there. But the recognition is that I didn't take much time off over Christmas, not real time, to sit and just be. And when Rob got his cold, I thought, I'm taking my vitamin D3s and I'm doing well. I didn't have one hint of getting what he had. And I thought, wow, I did it. I managed to work my way through his cold and didn't get it myself. And now I have it. And here I am. And I'm exhausted. And I still have so much work to do for Sunday. And that's okay. I have all day today. I have all day tomorrow. It'll get done. But the point is that if we run ourselves ragged, if we run ourselves into the ground and not take time, not listen to that little, tickle in your throat that says you're getting a sore throat, or the sneezing that building up, or the runny nose, things like that. If we don't take care of those things, they turn into flat on your back for a couple of days and then no energy to do what has to get done. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to be able to say, can you help me, to someone else. I am very fortunate because when I got sick, Rob was already better. And the first full day on Wednesday, when I was so sick, he told me to go back to bed in the afternoon. He got home from work. He's working half at work, half at home. And he came home after lunch and said, no, go back to bed. So I did. And when I woke up 4 hours later, he had made a pot of homemade chicken noodle soup. From scratch, not out of a can, not out of a carton. He made me chicken noodle soup. Lots, a pot like that of chicken noodle soup. I got enough soup to go till June. But it was so beautiful, and it tastes incredible, and it does help. But the best part about it was that he helped me. He was willing to do something. I didn't even have to ask. He just helped me out. And he's been doing stuff like that for the last 2 days, and it's fantastic. He's a wonderful caregiver. But I need to learn how to be a better caregiver to myself so that these things don't happen, or if they do, they don't hit me quite so hard. Part of that self-care is not feeling guilty if you do have to stop. I had to cancel a Bible study on Wednesday because of this, and I felt horrible about that. And there are so many things I haven't been getting done because I've been sick. And the reality is that nothing that I do is so urgent that if it doesn't happen, the world is going to come to a screeching halt. And that's the fact about any of us. Not one of us is irreplaceable. Every one of us has to recognize that if we get sick, or if we need to take time, or if we, better yet, need to take time for self-care so that we don't end up getting sick, we need to be able to acknowledge that and not feel guilty about it. We need to accept that and be good with it. So today I'm going to finish the bulletins for Sunday, and I'm going to record the mini worship for Sunday. It's not going to happen at St. Mary's in Edgerton. It's going to happen right here in my own house. And I'm going to see what I can do about getting my town bill paid and picking up my prescriptions from the pharmacy for other stuff, because I do have to get that done. But I'm going to still take it as easy as I can this weekend so that by come Sunday I'm able to give everything I've got to the people that I love, for the job that I love, for the vocation that I love, and throw myself into next week, which has gotten busier because of work I didn't get done this week. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, please take care of yourselves. Take some time to just be. Drink a cup of tea, read a book, go for a walk, something just for you. And if you start to feel like you're getting down or you're getting sick, let somebody know so that they can make you a pot of chicken noodle soup, or bring over a thermos with a hot toddy in it or something. But don't let yourself get so run down because you're so busy that you can't do anything for yourself or anyone else. It's really important to take care of ourselves, especially in this day and age. So today, as I sign off, I wish you all the best. I hope you have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday for Church at Home, and hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better. But I will see you Sunday for church in person or on the mini worship online, and I'll see you on Monday for Church at Home with Rachael. Have a good weekend. God bless you, and make sure you take care of yourselves. so that you can take care of others. Bye-bye.